This is the trending talkers, hashtag TTTT. You know who's here? An all-new panel. Anita Nderu is back with us. How are you doing? How are you doing?
You started with an all-new panel and then you say, oh, and then it's just...
We've never had... No, listen. This combination has never happened before. That's why it's all new.
Oh, great. Hello, guys. It's me again.
How are you?
Selly is back with us. Sleepy.
You're making me feel like a fresher.
Yeah, when you come a fresher, unajua unakujanga unapotea, unakuja unapotea.
Okay.
Great to have you guys here. Listen, not long after Bomet governor launched a cattle dip for his people, the governor of the great county of Migori, Bado, flagged off 150 dairy cows and 49 specialized Sahiwal bulls. That was the Toyani farm in Uriri sub-county to be supplied to all 40 wards. This is, again, a governor, there he is, flagging off a cow. A cow. Selly, a cow.
What were the bulls meant for exactly? We need to know the reason why.
They're being spread all across the county, or they're being taken to different sub-counties.
For feasting or basically,
for
dairy farming.
See, for agricultural purposes.
Hey, Jamani. It's nearing elections. Anything is possible from all the politicians in this country.
By the way.
Anita. I don't understand this. And I was going to say just what she said right now. I get it, elections are close and you want to look like you've been doing a lot of work, but it doesn't really help when you're on the trend for flagging off a cow. That should be a sign that what you did is rather odd. Look for some other form of development that would actually, you know, make the headlines better than this, because people are just going to ridicule you for this, which is not good.
So listen, it's probably a good thing that he was doing this 200 cows for all across the county, but he's flagging off the actual cow. Like there's a flag and a ngombe.
No, then you don't publicize such things. When people say, oh, this guy had 200 cows spread all over the county. As of, when you flag off a cow, it's... Flagging off requires like really big development of some sort.
He was probably like, yeah, let's just move along.
This is what happens
I like
when
that.
you have too much of your head damaged with politics.
Sleepy.
What I'll say, everything that has life can be flagged off.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And let me tell you,
ngombe, are one of the cows yours? Because you
want to flag off too?
Yeah. Anita.
Umepatiwa ngombe wewe.
Yeah, Anita.
There are 199 cows there now.
The governor does not know job yake ya kesho. Ajuangi nini nafanyika, anaplaniwa. So that may be a soft way ya watu kumwambia wewe ni ngombe.
Sleepy usipoa. Yamshopoa.
The governor should investigate. Who did that? Nani aliyeka kwa diary?
Itinerary.
I never understand when people say, oh, but he didn't have a say. Even if there's an itinerary of things to do, there's some things where you can look at it and say, I mean, surely you guys, we can't do this. So you can't blame the person who came up with the idea.
No,
because of other politicians.
Or solely, rather.
What
be on the
lookout. He's the coward of the county.
Hey, Larry, you're on a roll today. It must be the denim. I told you to give the other outfits a break.
Anyway, in other...
But then you're looking lovely, Larry.
Thank you very much.
Thank
you guys are in denim from head to toe.
Okay. Larry,
you should do like a full shot.
Yes.
Ama demo hizi kuja hapa kwa unakaa poa na niko hapa.
What's a wivu, really? What's a wivu?
Sleepy unalali.
Lala tu, Sleepy.
Ukikamkosha ukikapoa utaambiwa, si leo.
Larry, I must say.
It's from GJ Mavazi. Okay.
You look lovely.
Just how rich would you be not to notice 11.8 million shillings in your account? Yes.
Madness.
Mutahi Ngunyi,
Madness.
rich. The political
Madness.
analyst sent a letter to the Public Service Cabinet Secretary dated July 29 that his auditors have come across some 11.875 thousand shillings, 11.8 million basically, paid to his company called the Consulting House. And Mutahi Ngunyi says his company was ready to refund the money with instantaneous immediacy and asked Silly Karaoke how to proceed. Again, this money has been there since April last year. How could you echo kwa account 11.8 million shillings?
What do you take us for? Kwani, which kind of bank does he bank with, by the way? Kwa sababu I believe every time you have a withdrawal, a deposit, a certain amount of money, especially the high, large amounts, you must get a notification from your bank, at least a call, an email, and so on. Tubebaje hapa kama wanasiasa.
Account yake imezoea such amount, so they don't have to call him to ask him what's
like,
this money.
Thank you, Anita. Thank you, Anita. You know, people like that.
He's used to
Dapata
such
notification gapi?
Spare us.
Sleepy, he's not us. If 11.8 million was in our accounts, our banks would call us to find out where we stole the money from. They'd be like,
It does
how,
not
Anita?
matter.
How do you have this money in your account?
No matter how
You know, when
wealthy
you
you
deposit
are,
half
I
a
believe
million
in
stand
every
chat
bank,
calls.
there's a certain amount
We've
of
seen this
money.
money, where is it from?
But you see,
But he says it was his
Delay
business
too.
account, so maybe it took his auditors to find out, because sometimes people don't know how much is in the business
If it
account.
was a business account, the way this works is at the end of the year, you've got to file returns. Nakumbuka zile za iTax.
Ah, yes, guys who do that for
The
him.
company also has to do the iTax, unajua?
well, lakini Larry,
Yes, guys who do that for
Larry, I
him.
have a point.
Yes.
Hiyo ni giligiso. Kuna msee mwenye pia mtaani anakanga hivi ana realize, maze, kumbe na 30 bob. Ni kitu tu kaa hiyo. So it's just a different level. It's a different level of a shock.
Yeah.
I won 12 million. I didn't know.
No.
Ilikuwa tu hapo hivyo sikuwa
You
nimejua.
guys,
iko hapo.
one day, inshallah, that will be us.
So, you know what? I prayed today that the Lord might bless me. That the Lord might bless me enough that I can have 12 million shillings in my account for over a year and I don't
And
even
not
know it's
know.
there.
Coming.
Unajua?
Amen,
Selly,
Larry.
can I have an amen?
Story.
Amen.
It's being
So I can
wired
buy more
right
denim.
next to you, brother. Keep praying now. Keep
I
praying.
should keep praying now.
It's gonna come. Oh,
He
God's gonna
owns
embarrass you
cattle on
with
1,000
blessings.
years old.
Amen. No.
Go
forget
borrow
to buy me a car when
go
it comes.
borrow his
Silver
prayer
and
mat.
gold.
Hey. No.
Shall be yours in plenty.
I want to be a pastor.
You want to be a pastor.
Hallelujah. 10% of that. 12 million. You can
Uangalie
imagine.
nyuma. Ulikotoka we.
Okay.
Hapo ndo unahubiri na psych.
I don't know.
Mpaka unaongeza mpaka Mutahi Ngunyi kwa message. Kanisa tukue kama Mutahi Ngunyi. Yeye peke yake anasimamia choo ya kanisa inajenga.
But the pastors love doing that. When they know you have money, they mention how they
become
need
the servant.
something and then
It's
throw in
true.
your name.
They
They'll be
see
like-
your visions, your prophecies.
Yes.
The
We
Lord
need
is gonna
denim for the
bless you with
entire
a car.
church. Larry
No, no,
Your visa is
Madowo.
gonna be given
Brother
to you, your
Ngunyi.
passport.
Brother Ngunyi.
Yes, a Nigerian
Brother
pastor be
Ngunyi.
like, church, let us be like Brother Mutahi
Brother
Ngunyi.
Ngunyi.
Because he's supporting the work of the Lord, so.
That man is a real man of God now. He's not a fake.
some of
like
these
some
guys
of
even
you.
know their names are
He's
mentioned.
not a mumu.
I knew there was somebody watching Afro Cinema. Larry, that's you.
Okay, speaking of Pesautas, it is banquet rich for city lawyer Donald Kipkorir. He's posted pictures of his new toy. It's a Range Rover Sport HSE 2016 model. It says it cost him 24 million shillings. That's around 35 blue Subaru Imprezas, if you're wondering. And a Pro Box, all pressed into one. He posted the photos of the machine on his social media pages, followed by a humble message reading, Arame Motors, thank you for making me the first and only owner of this type of Range Rover Sport House 2016 model in Kenya. Looking forward to collecting it. Anita.
It's not the first time he's excited about a purchase, and we've covered this with all the other people who advertise their purchases. I mean, it's your money, and if you feel you need to let people know how flamboyant he's, first of all, have you seen most stories that always start with him, always start with flamboyant lawyer?
Yes.
He's very flamboyant about how he handles his stuff. So I'm not going to say too much about it, but he loves to, you know, show off what he can do. So it's nothing new. If he didn't, then it would be surprising.
I don't want to sound like somebody who's bitter because of people who have money. No.
Like this hashtag,
but-
blessed you guys. Tafadhali, tumia in the right place.
It's called the humble brag.
The humble brag.
Imezidi.
No. For
Larry.
me, my two pieces
Yes.
to Bonadia and Sh24m or something,
Yes.
with all much respect. The wealthy don't publicize their wealth. Those who have some small chums really work hard to make the world know what they're doing. Yeah. That's all I can say.
We have said
Kizuri,
that before, hajabadilika.
chajifanya nini? Chajiuza kibaya, chatangaza, chajitembeza, chafanya mambo mengi tu, so
Ni
it's
kweli.
okay.
Aya, sasa Sleepy utakuongeza nini?
Mimi kitu nitasema ni moja.
Ni gani hiyo?
Natoka
Ukwaji.
social media. Watu wananiumiza roho. Watu
Wanakuchosha
wananiumiza.
kaka.
Wanchosha.
Wanakutia donda pale chumvi.
Mimi hapa kitu nimenunua kipya ni sweta. Mtu anaweka Range Rover.
But you know, in all
Mtatoka.
fairness, it is a beautiful car.
It is a beautiful car.
If
Let me
I
show
owned a car like that,
car.
it would just check into my Snapchat without knowing how it got there.
Let
so,
me show you this, by the way.
a
This was
beautiful
a tweet
car.
from Donald Kipkorir. My Range Rover HSE 2009 model and my new Range Rover HSE 2016 model. Big difference and the pricing. So that is his old car on the left. And then on the right is his new car. In fact, he was very upset with the Nairobi News that the Nairobi News actually had to apologize and apologize to Donald Kipkorir because they underestimated how much his car cost by 14 million.
Boss,
Hey,
Larry,
Jenny,
Yeah.
you
Larry,
not only have
hapo-
you bragged,
naenda
you
kusema
even
kama
have the
Mkenya.
time to go to see
Yes.
what has been said
I
and say, no,
know, really?
come correct my friend.
I'm going to say like every Kenyan. Ukiona kitu kama hiyo what you can't achieve, unawaambia straight. Uwe na mali usikuwe nayo. Sisi wote tutamalizia 6 feet ada. Hautazikwa ndani ya gari.
Be
but then-
humble. Let God use you, brother. Be humble.
No, but then now they'll add him to where there's Nguni. Pastors now have 2 guys to talk about on Sunday.
Yes, Brother Kipkorir. I am seeing God telling you to give me that orange Rover. And you'll receive more blessings, oh.
Full disclosure, Donald Kipkorir is my lawyer in a case against certain somebody.
Oh.
What do you say?
No wonder you've been very... Have you guys noticed? Larry has had so much to say about every story up until this one. He's been very nice. He's not saying much.
Yeah, but the way this one, you can't be
Nikesi.
very cool.
We all
Yes,
know
in
him, but he
Ibaya.
knows we're making fun, right?
The truth has to
right?
be said either way. You
Okay.
know, I know it hurts.
So 2 schools from 2 parts of the country visited State House 6 weeks apart, and the photos looked very different. First off, on 24th June, that's what happened. The president hosted pupils from Pembroke House School. It is one of the oldest international boarding prep schools in Kenya. It was founded in 1927. The only black child sitting in that picture is one with a broken leg. Yes, look at that closely. And then, the second picture, there it is. They're pupils from Titus Ngoyoni Memorial School in Marsabit County. It is a public school, landing is free, and so they did not get any chairs on to sit on, no red carpet. School fees at Pembroke, by the way, 645,000 shillings per term. In fact, the cheapest fee is 75,000 bob. Kama unapeleka mtoto nursery. That 645,000 is between 3 years and 8 years old. Anita.
That explains the chairs. Why are we all making so much noise? If you were paying that much money, I would expect you to give my child a chair. But anyway...
Even at State House.
No, but, this one I'll try and not say, try and be funny and just be honest about how I felt. Whoever's in charge of such things should be ashamed of themselves and should fix that. Because it doesn't look good. Because everyone kind of looks at it in terms of, oh, are you seeing the school they go to? Are you seeing their race? And now you're seeing these other people. It's where the polling stations are. That's where the debates are held. It's not a good look. So considering the fact that, you know, I'm a fan, just, you know, try and have that regulated. It didn't look really good. And I felt really bad about it too.
Selly.
As Anita said, the issue of race, color, and, you know, social class is going to play so much. But come to think of it, I must say the organizers from both different schools, as much as they have people to liaise with at State House, probably must have made prior arrangements, you know, to ask for seats for their students. Unlike our friends from the Kenyan school. Either way, as State House, I think, regardless of the schools, they should have treated them, in, you know, the same way. Yeah. They're all citizens, I believe.
Noma sana, Larry.
Sleepy.
Noma sana. You know, those two kids were different places. Wanafunzi pia different in school. You get what we were white kama hao, wanafunzi wa technological in class. A for apple, B for Bluetooth, C for chart, D for download,
P for power
I
bank,
for internet, P for power bank. Hawa watu wengine pia wanafunzi wa
J for
different.
wanafundishwa
Unaweza pata hata wako na base.
Eh.
A for apple, B for bonoko, C for shomerea, D for doda.
There was that tweet
I
that was
for
kind of
Italy.
funny but in bad taste, where they were like, you
Who's to
can't
blame
leave
though? Okay,
kids
in
in
reality-
But you
the
see,
other
Larry,
kids'
Larry,
chairs
to be
because
honest,
they'll find something
Wait,
to
wait,
bang.
wait, wait. Yes, let's go to Sleepy, yes.
These kids wanafunzi wanalipanga domob sana kuja trip.
Yes.
A lot of money. So hata hao wengine inaweza kuwa ni Photoshop. Ni teacher Kenovia huko amekula pesa ya wazazi, amekuta Uhuru akienda choo. Dakika moja please. Dakika moja mpigwe picha. Wazazi wamelipia hii kitu. Please, dakika moja.
The
Shikaneni, haraka,
last
haraka.
person should have arranged that. The seats and everything.
Yeah, it looks so late.
Okay.
Arranged.
So I have to leave it there just for the moment. We have more stories coming up after the break. This is the Trend Trending Talkers hashtag. Wacha niangalie tweets kiasi. Tunajonga hashtag ni TTTT, right? The Trend Trending Talkers. A lot of you ask what that means. Okay, here we go. Nicholas Oseko, just watching you guys. I love this. Why is the guy outside the window so shocked? Thank you for making my day, man. Kena Kims. Hey, Anita Nderu looks hot. I baked a cake. Let's meet at Uhuru Park. I'm a short, fat guy, and I'll be dressed in black.
9 o'clock tupatane.
9 o'clock kesho asubuhi.
No.
Aya.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
Oh, 9
sio
o'clock ya leo?
Sio leo.
Oh, it's
I thought
going
Uhuru-
down tonight,
There are no
so-
lights. going down tonight.
It's going
Not in the
down.
DM, Uhuru Park.
Mimi na Sleepy tunakam kuchungulia.
Or you'll be the guys at the window and the guy with the ugali.
Tuko zile za
Wewe msali alikuwa anachungulia ugali. That's us.
Una vile tu lazima tukule chakula wewe.
Lazima tukule
Well,
chakula.
unashangaa ugali, the guy is eating, is just outside waiting to pounce on it.
Chelsea David, hii ya Mutahi Ngunyi ni kama venye unaendaga kufua trao alafu unapata 50 bob kwa mfuko.
Nice one.
There's a guy who said that in the same spirit, even he found 310 in his phone and he didn't know it was there in his M-Pesa.
It was glorious to find it.
But everybody gets so happy when you randomly find cash.
Tell me
it's just
about
not
it.
in that kind
It's
of
just
quantity.
normally, it's usually not 12 million bob. Kevo97, how do you launch a cow? Like serious, next time someone will launch digging of a hole to go planting trees. Though Evelyn Shilaho wants to correct us. Come on, guys. Governor flagged off a dairy project, but in this day, anybody takes a photo by phone and uploads. We did mention it was a dairy product. The daily
agriculture.
Dairy project.
A daily what?
Dakwera.
Kunywa maziwa.
Kunywa hiyo maziwa ndio unatukana.
Kunywa dairy products.
Kunywa dairy products. Mr. Brayo Joe. Ati governor wa Migori anaflagisha cow, no comment, sips some tea. My friend, you're channeling Kermit right now and you're winning with that tweet. And finally, Joy Maureen. Hii Range Rover inanilipia fee yangu yote na inanisponsor niishi kama socialite.
Somebody had to have thought in that direction.
No. Okay, an 11-member parliamentary committee has been formed to investigate the gambling, quote, sector in the country. The team is expected to table a report in 2 weeks' time on its findings and recommendations on how to regulate the industry viewed as vulnerable to tax evasion and money laundering.
You know, there's already a law.
Industry in Kenya has attracted a lot of public interest in the recent past, leading to its exponential growth. Deeply concerned that the industry is facing a myriad of challenges such as weak and insufficient regulatory and institutional frameworks, proliferation of betting and gambling activities, and attendant negative societal impacts, also cognizant of claims of tax evasion, tax avoidance, money laundering.
That is a laundry list of accusations, Anita.
I have like 3 things to say.
One.
First of all, I found it
First of all, God named so.
He is #blessed. First of all, how he went from denying not knowing how his name ended up in the signature so that it can be presented to receiving a message maybe, and then he's like, Nisawa, I remember how this bill was sponsored now. That was one. Number two, I smell a rat. It just seems too fishy for me to believe that out of the blue, our members of parliament suddenly want to curtail this. And then number three, they're the ones who created the bill where organizations like SportPesa, as long as they give money to charity, that's their way of, you know.
It's legal.
It's legal.
You must donate to charity.
So you're the same people who can actually come up with a law to have them pay taxes. And then also, what I think they should do is, I mean, betting is something you do. You're the one who chooses to send in that money so that you can bet. What they should do is curtail it to people who are 18 and under. Because apparently...
And over.
No.
Oh, curtail it for people 18 and under.
Yeah, because if you're younger than that,
Yes.
I don't think you should be betting, because apparently some of the kids who end up, you know, burning down the schools is because they're not being allowed to watch matches after they bet on the game. So if they can find a way, make it like M-Pesa. For you to start betting, you have to register.
Okay.
And if you're not old enough, then you can't.
Got it. Selly.
About the age limit, I'm not really sure about that, but I must say, the betting thing is just in a craze in Kenya. But I must agree with Anita on the issue of a smell a rat too. Probably somebody somewhere was not led into a deal, and instead of, joining your enemy, they're now deciding to actually fight the enemy because they're not led into some nice deals somewhere on the whole betting craze in Kenya. Yeah.
Okay, got it. And Sleepy?
Okay, what I'll say, if kama politician utakula do, hiyo tushazoea. Hata kesho hawking ikianza kumake do, inaanza kuinvestigatiwa. Hawking is illegal.
I'll be very surprised if there's an end to this.
You know, but I think just like Anita was saying, it should be regulated. And wangalie vitu mob sana, watu wa young wafai kubet.
Yes.
Not at all. Not at all. Not at all. Just like Safaricom does. If you enjoy their product, they reward you. It's not like ati unaweka do ndio ushinde. It's just like they appreciate their customers. But I don't know. I won't comment.
Okay, got it. So, after 7 years of a childless marriage, Stephen Gela came home on Sunday evening and decided to do the unthinkable. He hacked his wife, Jacqueline Mwende, with a machete, allegedly because she could not bear children. The couple is said to have visited doctors who revealed that Stephen was in fact the important one, but his problem could be corrected, though he apparently would hear none of it. They separated for like 3 months, and on this particular day, he comes back and attacks his wife and chops off her hands. It's obviously everybody's had the story by now, Anita, but it's just so tragic, isn't it?
First of all, it's very primitive, but it happens for men to automatically assume when you cannot have children, it's the woman's fault. In this case, he was told you are the problem. However, it can be fixed. So for you to assume that even though you are the problem, somehow the woman is to blame and take out your anger on her by cutting off her hands, how have you solved the problem? This guy should be put in jail for life. It is very sad because this woman was able to function in a certain way that she will not be able to function now. And it is all your fault. It was such a sad story. And there's another woman who came out today and said last year in December, her husband cut off both her hands and her leg. I mean, guys, come on. These guys should be put in jail for life.
Right.
I don't know what to call that. Madness, some demons from somewhere, denial. There's just nothing to actually describe and actually justify what that man did to his wife. But to the ladies out there, when I basically don't advocate for divorce, but when you smell a rat, if your life is in danger, please walk out. So you don't end up losing people because of, something that you could actually be able to control or mitigate in one way or another.
At least she's getting some prosthetic limbs now, so that is a good thing.
That is so great.
Her
But
life will
something
go
would
back
have been
almost to
done
normal.
earlier on because the guy was actually showing tendencies of violence. The family is there, pastors are there, counselors are there. So when there's signs of violence, try and keep off and save
But Selly,
your life.
you're a religious person. The pastor told her to go back and pray.
Yes, I know. And that's what I'm saying. I know I don't advocate for divorce, but sometimes, life is on the line, man. You gotta walk. You
have to think as an individual.
Because, okay, Sleepy. Sleepy is sleepy. Sleepy, are you awake? All right, we'll come back to Sleepy a little later on. So social media users on Monday got the best of the Kenya National Disaster Operations Center because of these two posts mad with grammatical errors. They went up on the NDOC account. The agency was updating Kenyans on a wall that had collapsed in Westlands, which is obviously a sad incident because 2 people lost their lives. But the language used made it look like the tweets were composed in vernacular before they were translated into the Queen's language. Put this up on full screen so everybody can appreciate just how disastrous these tweets were. A wall has collapsed in Westland. Anita.
Well, I was hoping they were in such a rush to respond to this. They were typing as they ran.
Yes.
That's why they made such mistakes because there should be somebody you hire. Stop being cheap. There should be somebody you hire whose job is to write well grammatically crafted tweets to put up on social media because anything you say is being watched. You don't want this coming up on your timeline. It was so embarrassing yet very funny. Thank you very much.
I know, human is to error, yes, but man, come on, a whole
There were too many.
What's up with communication in that place? There's something called pulling down, correcting, and doing something better, but not keep on repeating the same mistake. Kosa moja sa makosa mawili inakuwa ni vibaya sana.
Kizungu ilikuja na meli. A wall has collapsed in Westland and it is feared that people...
Larry,
they just asked someone who
feeling
dropped
like my friends were there updating something for those guys.
I know, Kizungu mizing. Hapo Kizungu kidogo
Bungoma, Kakamega, boy, Papa. It just missed totally. Boy.
Kizungu missing. Sleepy, can you hear us? Too bad, man. He's missing out on all the good stories. All the very good stories. Listen, the National Disaster Operations Center, spell check in a Kongasari. Just before you send a tweet, look through it again. Just make sure you're happy with it. Okay, so new national lyrics alert. According to a communique of the 6th cabinet meeting by the Office of the President last week, all government offices and public institutions will now host the East African Community flag and sing the national anthem in a move intended to boost and promote the ESC integration. Sing the East African anthem, by the way. Who else cannot wait to see how this goes, considering the fact that around 30 Kenyans can sing the whole national anthem. Anita, do you know the national anthem? Did you know the East African anthem?
First of all, I found out about that when I saw that I'm required to speak about this. I need to learn that. But I do know our national anthem, our loyalty pledge. No,
not that one. The ESC anthem.
No, see, let me speak about what I know and then I come into what I don't know.
From the knowns to the unknowns.
Yes, I know what I need to know for now. So there's that bit that I need to learn. And I really hope we learn it, even though you mostly learn it in school because that's when you use it. Because right now, the only time I ever have to sing it is during a public gathering that requires, you to sing it, or at the movie theater when they play the national anthem. But we should learn it. It would be really cool. And I sincerely hope the EAC stays and we do not end up like the EU, because I kind of feel like we rushed into it.
Selly, do you know the national anthem?
I do not know the national anthem.
Of the East African. It's not the national anthem. It's more like the regional anthem. I don't know why I keep calling it the national anthem.
But I saw some of the lyrics.
Do you know it, Larry, yourself?
No, I don't know.
Why are you putting us to test?
Swahili, English?
I think it's probably in Swahili.
It's in Swahili.
I love integration. I love, cohesion and, all guys coming up together in unity, Kenya, Uganda, Tanzania, and all other countries. I hope it's going to, be pushed forward to actually promote, the unity in among the East African states.
Sleepy.
If what we've been seeing in the media is anything to go by.
Sleepy, do you know the East African anthem?
Mulikuwa, where were we?
It's the East African anthem.
Oh, the East African anthem. Okay. First of all, sijaisikia, but I'm just hoping they have something exciting. For example, wapatie mtu kama Jua Kali aimbe.
Wasee mnajua ni aje?
Ni aje.
Mnajua ni aje? Kila kitu ni wa show mnasema Museveni. Kofia tumeivaa haitutoshi lakini sisi ni Museveni. Something hype. Iko ndani na abo.
I saw some of the lyrics. It does not look that interesting. I'll just tell you that now.
It is not.
It is not at all.
But it's not interesting. It was not done by Kenyans.
Yes. Have you guys noticed? Wanjiko amenotice kitu. Wow, for real, glasses are really making Anita kutoa points leo. Mbona hiyo point pia nyinyi? Anita may change look na all of a sudden my points kibao.
First of all, prescription glasses. For those of you who've been telling me I'm just wearing glasses for fun, but yeah, people tell me I look slightly more serious. Maybe it's affecting my brain too. Thanks.
You look clever.
But I've always been.
I'm
just
saying
that
you look. It might confuse people.
Larry, please don't think because you're wearing denim today you can tell me whatever you think, eh? Okay. Calm down.
Sawa, stick around. When we come back, we'll keep Sleepy awake. That is, by the way, the East African anthem. So Mkem Kijua. I've just had it was composed by Richard Kadambi. He's a Central Bank of Kenya staffer. He's father to a volleyball player, Praxidis Kadambi. Mnajua, Mkem Kijua. So keep that going. Kale Bombuna. Kidogo, Jimmy Gate atatoa cover EAC anthem. Keep the anthem going under, by the way. I still wanted to keep going.
No, but
Mulaka says EAC will progress when Ugandans learn Swahili, Tanzanians learn English, and Kenyans learn manners.
Okay.
Umeambiwa. Anita, so that's the anthem actually.
Why do they always do this? They make the national anthem have, that whole voice variation thing, and it makes it hard for us to sing, especially if you can't. Even the one we have, you start nicely, there's always that person who is off key, and now we have another one where we're all going to be off key.
Sleepy, unajua hii Jua Kali is the remix.
Tuani national anthem inaweza. Kitu mnaweza imba mpaka mfanye hivi. Yeah. Peace.
No.
No, we all have to come with our pants about to fall.
Hey, dab. Look at my
No,
dab.
at what point during that national anthem will we dab?
Hapo kwa kwenye inchi.
Or when you forget a word. Whenever you're like in the front line and then you forget a word, you just dab. And then you come back up and you proceed.
Kabisa. By the way, kuna msali alikuwa na comment hapa hivi for Sleepy.
Yeah.
Obia Dixon, everyone on the TTT panel is smelling a rat. Kwani Larry Madowo unafuga panya hapo Nation Center? Nyote mlisema mna smell a rat.
I would just like to say.
Marie Mwangi. Hiyo t-shirt iko juu. Ambia Sleepy atoe hiyo hoodie tushaiona before anze kusweat.
Kwanza Sleepy haukuonyeshwa poa.
All right, let me tell you guys. Sleepy is doing something amazing. I'm excited for him. Sleepy, what is Keep
Yeah.
Sleepy Awake?
Keep Sleepy Awake is about what I represent. Entertainment, entertaining Kenyans, and basically uniting the Kenyans with fun. That's what I represent. So it's a mobile game. It's free on Play Store. You can Google it. And then it's like my head in a move on blocks, and then you move my head. Yeah, basically having fun around it. Alafu, ukibant, I say something funny. Just have a good time. It's a family thing. You can play with your kids, you can play with your brother, you can compete with your friends. Basically that. It's free on Play Store.
It's available on the Google Play Store right now. Go and
Can we
download
just clap
it.
for Sleepy, please?
It's amazing.
It's super fabulous.
Sleepy. I'm really straining.
So I have
Make
played
me
the
cry.
game. I have played the game, and I'm a really terrible gamer because I don't have proper hand-eye coordination. Najua nafaa kumove kichwa
You
yako
just don't
iende
have
hivi,
coordination,
lakini si
period.
move proper. So inashinda nikikufa.
Actually, Larry,
Yes.
tunafahamiana to compete high score by next week. Mwenye ako na highest, tunapeleka do.
I like that. I like
So
that.
you're the new
competition.
sport pesa then. But
I'm
you
the new
wait, the
sports
MPs
pesa.
are coming for you, Sleepy. Wanakukujia.
Oh, yeah,
Even the ones who
watanishika.
sleep in parliament
But
will be
you see-
coming for you.
You see, Anita, hii yangu is about fun.
Right.
Yes.
You're playing yourself.
Yes.
You're having.
We're
you're
playing
having
with
good
your
time.
head.
You're playing with my head. Ni ndogo, so inatoshea kwa hizo blocks. So basically, just have a good
This
time
can be
around it.
misinterpreted in so many
And
ways.
Ati, you're misinterpreting.
Hang on. Anita, don't
Download.
go there. What I'm going to say though is I'm really excited for Sleepy because he's the first Kenyan entertainer to have a game of his own. You guys, you've gone to a whole new level. Congratulations.
We need
Anita.
a DJ to do that
Congratulations,
glass breaking
Sasa
thing.
brother, tungekuvunjia glass hapa hivi leo juani.
No, what we should do,
Yes.
Larry, what we should do, we should have like a forum. Tukutane sisi wote, sisi, Anita, and everybody, and you. to
The
compete,
others.
kushindana and others. Yes. Angalia vile hapa kichwa nikapoa.
Kakichwa ni kadogo bro.
Si kama kichwa ya chipukizi isitosha hapo.
Watu watabaki tu wakiangalia.
Well done. So go and download Keep Sleepy Awake on the Google Play Store. It's available right now and play it and do share something on the hashtag Keep Sleepy
And by the
Awake.
way,
If you do it.
Larry,
Yes.
we are throwing guys random zawadis as you play. You can get a hoodie. Unaweza pata M-Pesa chini ya maji.
Hivyo ndo inakaa.
Yeah, because they asked for your number.
Announce.
Yeah.
Ungesema hivi from the beginning, not
Hey.
where you started.
Larry,
Yes.
Larry. Let me make sense here kidogo for a moment. I want to inspire the young guys of this country that there's so much potential in this country.
Yes.
There's so much you can do in this country. You just have to wake up of your comfort zone and harness your efforts. For example, I'm Sleepy and I'm not an app tech. With just an idea,
Right.
I came up with such an amazing project like this, and you can do that also at home. It's about that. It's about inspiring the generation.
Excellent.
That's what
Well
we
done.
represent. Yeah,
Okay,
thank you.
I want to show you guys a video before we go. It's of President Obama's eldest daughter, Malia. She twerked, and the video surfaced online. The internet cannot take it right now. So does that mean that if you're the president's daughter, and especially president of the United States, you can't be an ordinary teenager? Don't get it twisted. I'm not a twerking advocate. But basically, she's got an exposed bum. Anita, what do you think?
Do we really need to get into how I feel
Yes,
about
we do.
twerking?
Yes.
I do not encourage twerking of any kind in public, but it does happen. And unfortunately, young people believe it's a trend.
Okay.
I say this to children who have, parents who are, in the limelight. You need to understand anything you do, people are going to take it badly because they're assuming you should be the epitome of goodness.
Yes.
You should represent a certain type of behavior which other teenagers can, When I mean, these guys just like you are on their phones all day and they see what's happening and they want to twerk.
Okay.
It's unfortunate it was caught on camera.
Do you think being the president's daughter, Selly, means she shouldn't be an ordinary teenager?
No, she's a teenager first. She's growing up. Second, third, she's a human being. She's responding to stimuli, which
Yes.
is music and peer pressure and just being herself for now. But I hope she's ready and planning to actually sleep on that bed that she's creating right now, because those things will follow her someday.
Okay, Sleepy?
Larry, that is what you do when you have nothing to lose.
Oh.
Unajua, your baba yako hatishi kura tena. Haitishi kura ingine.
Ataki kura ingine.
Tumemaliza
Don't
PR.
die.
Kabisa.
Ni kuharibu sasa. Let's have a good time.
Sasa
He told them now
nikutesa.
you guys can let
Chafua.
loose.
Sasa nikutesa.
Aribu.
For example, ukiambiwa utafutwa job kesho. hiyo ndo siku sasa kuja kama unakuja kuambia kila mtu ukweli kwa kampuni. Wewe unakatia secretary na wewe unakatia chairman, wewe siwa bendi.
Okay, so the Olympics are on right now. In fact, the official opening ceremony is 2 a.m. tonight. The organizers of the 2016 Rio Olympics set aside 450,000 condoms, which translates to 42 condoms per athlete attending the games. 42 condoms for every athlete. I know there were reports of security lapses during the 17-day Olympics, but don't you think that much protection is a little over the edge, Anita?
You guys already have enough problems if it's not about... They're saying one of the reasons why they're having so many, in fact, the Australian team is coming in with their own, is because of the Zika virus. But you know what? I always say you can never be too safe. If they need 42 per, considering they're all going to be there for that duration of time, give them, even if they want 50 or partie.
Okay, Selly, 10 seconds.
Abstinence, man, just abstain, because this whole thing of, you know, these condoms, I don't think they're going to be enough in reality. So
we don't want
just
Olympic
abstain,
babies.
No? Carry your wife and, you know.
And Sleepy?
Okay. I just hope the right sizes. We are Kenyans.
Oh.
Oh. Diego is there.
Guys.
So
Are you serious right now?
and
That is the angle you went with.
That's really
all
that's
the
what you want
angles
to
you
go
could
with?
have gone in.
Hey.
I'm out.
Right.
Bye. Let me
Kwaheri, watch a two mic.
Hey, okay.
So I want to leave it there. Speaking of the Olympics, I love this picture of Injera hanging out with the Bolt at the games yesterday, which is the best thing ever. That's the best way to end the show. Bring this up so everybody can see it. Look at that. Isn't that just this
super
is we have reached peak awesomeness.
Where is that DJ with the glass
This
breaking
is
thing?
peak awesomeness. Hapa hivi ndio kuvunja glasi.
Yes.
That's height,
That glass
oh
effect,
my
we need to get it.
Aya, sawa. Sleepy, Selly, Anita, thank you guys so much.
See you
At
guys.
10 p.m. right here on
You're
The
most
Trend,
welcome.
Mafiki Zolo, Calvo Mystery and DJ have a new song they're launching here, right? And then there's a guy who can cry on cue, Ivo too, alafu analia. And then we'll Wacha. And then Wahenga Wenyeji, an amazing family band, all those happening at 10 p.m.